Hi everyone, here we are, day 3, the final day of our countdown project. Now we've done our template and digital downloads, created the boxes and lids, added the box decor. We did some planning of our ephemera, and of course cutting our ephemera, having it all ready for today. And now today we're going to attach that ephemera and we're going to do the final assembly so we have the most beautiful box ever. So I can hardly wait to get going and getting this all put together. So let's over to our demo table right here, and we are going to start assembling our explosion box and all the surprises that go inside. So here we are. I have everything all ready to go. I have my boxes all aligned up here. And then what I did is I cut mine and then just put them in these envelopes so I would know what I was going to be doing. So I just attached my little sticky notes here so that I know what I'm going to be putting together. So I'm just going to move a couple of these out of the way. And I don't need my large box, so I'm just going to move it out of the way a little bit. I do need my glue. Now I also have a couple of things here. I got some of these little distress inks, and I've got a little brush, and I might add some things to the back of the tags as we put them together as those little surprises. Now the other thing you might want to have in here, of course, is some sort of pen so that you can draw on the inside or put a greeting. I am simply going to use a plain green pen that I happen to have. And we're going to get going on this. All right, so we have the small one here, and I cut out all the pieces. Now they're going to come out as a big lump here, so I just need my little message here so I know what I've got. I've got my box all ready to go, and I'll just move these out of the way for the time being so we can decorate in a minute. So let's open up our box, because we're going to put all of these pieces in the various areas here. Now I said one triangle and a fold, so I have to find my triangle. Now would it look better on one of these or would it look better on one of those? Now I think I'll put it on this one. Just going to grab the glue. Remember, something has to fit in on this, so you only want a little bit of glue along the outside edges here. We go. Get that to fit in just at the bottom edge and the side edge. And I'm not going to put anything in there right now, but I am going to line that up. So we wanted to have a fold in there. I just want to see where my fold is. It must be, I've got a large fold and a small fold. So I have a fold here. So we'll have one of those folds all ready to go, but I just want to get the framework. Now we have one that needs a belly band and a tag. So I have a tag here and a belly band. All right, let's put the belly band here. Once again, you just want top and bottom. And I just want to get this framework all in place around the center, as you can see. And that'll allow me to stick something underneath that, but I want that to dry before I really take care of it. Now the next one, I had a pocket. That's this pocket and a tabbed fold. So this is going to go inside of here. And I think the writing will look nice on this. So we have our pocket, and it has 3 different areas here. Grab that pocket area, and once again I want it to be seated in there before I put anything inside it, and I just want to make sure that it is down, so I just rub it down. These 3 are now drying. My last one, I had it glued at the bottom fold, so that would be this larger one, and I noticed that it's a bit big to fit in here, so I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to, let's turn it around here so I know how much I want to cut off. I'm going to cut off approximately here. Great. So the scissors down here. Now this is going to glue just at the bottom here. That's the first step of it. I want that glued. I can trim that up, make it straighter. And I'm going to glue the back right down onto my edge. Okay. Now, those are drying. Now, what I wanted in this one was a small fold. So that would be this one. Now, you can write a message inside here is love is all. And if you want, you can add a little of these distress inks. Now, I didn't ask you to have those, but I'm just going to use this little brush. Just grab just a tiny bit of that ink, if I've got any in there. Yes, I do. And all I need to do is just stress it up like this. And that just gives it some more character. I'm going to tuck that in here. So we've got that one ready to go. Now, with the belly band, I had the tag. So once again, you can write a message on the back, and you can have happy holidays here. You can put these little messages all over the place. And since I might have a little bit of stress ink, I can put just on here. It just gives it a little more character when you put it in instead of the plain white, and the tag is going to go through there. Now that looks really good. Now I have the tab fold. Once again, you can add a message, and that's going to go in our little pocket here. Perfect. And then we have, of course, the bottom with a tag. We can add one of these inside here if we want. I'm actually going to add this one in here. It's a little tall, so I might not use that one. I cut some extra things, so I have a tag that I'm going to put in here. Just have it so it pokes out. Now it looks like we have everything we need here. Now I didn't put the extra paper in this one yet, so I might just use this tag for my paper. You will have cut yours. I did not cut one. You can use anything you want on the bottom. Maybe I'll put it this way. There we go. So this first level is all ready to go. Now you could put some treats inside here as the last one, some candy or anything else you want. This one all put together. There we are. We have our bottom box all ready to go. All right, let's grab our medium one. Once again, we had a plan, so I can remove this. Let's see, I have another little envelope here with the little plan that I put together. Let me grab everything out of here. And let's see if we can go according to plan. We have the 8 squares. Those are all done. We have a pocket and a fold. So let me find the pocket. Great, I have the pocket here. And I will just glue those edges. Once you have a plan in place, sometimes it's a lot easier to put things in place. Okay, so we have a pocket. Now that's one of those keys. Let's put it on the same design here. Let's get it close to the bottom in the middle. Okay, let's let that dry in place for a moment or two. Oh, okay, let's give it some little extra glue. That kind of centered here. So hold it down for a second. All right, triangle. We need this one. This kind of matches this one or this one. Let's take this one. We'll put our triangle here. Remember, it is just the edges that we want for the triangle. Nice color. We just want that to seat in there before we do anything with it. All right, we also have a belly band, and I think I'll put the belly band on that side. Okay, get the top and the bottom of the belly band here. Just hold that in place for a second. And then we have a tabbed and a small fold coming on this one. So let's find our tabbed one. If I cut out my tabbed one. This will be close to a tabbed one. There's the tab right here. I couldn't find it. And that's going to fit right on here. So we're just going to glue the back of this one. So such beautiful little papers. Now the tab one had a small fold, but of course you can go ahead and write a message, add a little more of our stress if we want, add your message. It just gives it a little extra appeal. I have the small fold goes inside, so you can have an additional message in that one. That looks good. All right, back to our triangle. We have a tag and a small fold, so maybe it's a small fold. And we have a tag here. So our tags right here. We have a tag and a small fold, and those match, so that works. Tag and a small fold, so we need this other fold to come over here, this fold. Just make sure that that's going to work. I'll just leave that for a second. Okay, let's go to our belly band and a large fold. That would be this one. And once again, you can put your message inside, so that goes for the large fold. And then we want our pocket, and we want another fold in there. So that's going to fit in there just beautifully. So we must have had a small fold. There's my small fold that belongs in here. There we go. So I've got a little extra piece, so we can add little extra pieces here and there if you want. You are not limited to by what we cut. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different because we don't want a design in here. What we want to do is add a nice X of glue, because what's going to go in here, of course, is our small box. We are going to center it. Get that into place. And then now we can lift the sides of this one and add our lid. It's a little tougher to fit on there. There we go. We've got two of them inside here now. Let's go for our large box at this time. I know I've got my ink pad out here. Let's just move these out of the way. Now we have some other beautiful designs here, and of course I have my little plan for what I wanted on the inside of this one. Pull out all the pieces. So we have our 8 squares. We want a pocket. Find my pocket down here somewhere. So a large pocket here. There we go. Get these, some good glue in here because you want this to hold tight into place. This is the one that's going to contain our journal cards. Now we have a rose over here, so let's match it up. Let's get down to the fold. Right about here. Okay, let's just hold that into place. We will put our cards in there later, so I've got those all lined up over here. Okay, so we have a pocket. We have some cards. I have a triangle, so we have to find our triangle again. This has a key, so let's put it over here. Oh, there we go. So we have our triangle, large half square. Okay, so let's find that. Large half square. I think I did the clock for this one, and it's a half square. It's going to be a little bigger than what I had thought, but it's fine. We'll be able to put things in there, so we'll just catch these on the bottom. This is a very large tag. Bottom, maybe this edge too. put those into place. And this is going to open up a bit, which is good. And then we can put different things inside. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. Do we have a belly band one? We have a full wrap or a tap loose fold. I'm going to use a belly band here. What you're trying to do is just follow your plan. Now there's the edge right there and there. Be able to use my belly band. Now I'm going to be able to put all the different things inside here. Now we want a tag inside here, but we're going to use our journal cards. I've got 4 of these journal cards all cut out. You can put anything you want. You can put your messages on the back, and of course those are going to slip right inside here, our journal cards. Just let them slide down so you'll be able to pull them out from here. Perfect. All right, we have then a triangle and tag card. So this one is going to go in here. Remember, add your messages. Sometimes when you glue these in, just got to poke it up a bit to get it started. There we go. That's going to fit in there beautifully. So we've got 2 of these done. Now we have a bunch of little cards here, and I'm going to shove those in here. It has a tag and a couple of other little tags. We could actually glue this one side down a little more. Mine cut out a little differently. You will have something that's slightly different. And this there, that works out perfectly. So now we have that put together. Now we have our belly band. And what I did is I made a small postcard, which is going to go in there. And of course, another little band that we had cut out. So I've got all the different parts and pieces here. Now you can add things. So I have this extra paper. You can add little notes. You can add a little bit of writing inside. You can use your distress inks as you go through. Let me just put the lid on this. We're not going to use this anymore. I just want to show you things you can do with the pen. And of course, lastly, we are going to glue in our middle box. And I just want to put the lid on this. And we want to grab our middle box here. Try to get it as straight as possible. Just going to hold it down for a second or two. Now we have all our little treats inside here. Add as much as you want. This is just an example of what you can do. And then we want to add our lid here. Let's grab it from this side. As you can see, we have this beautiful box now all ready to go. We have assembled everything. So when somebody gets their surprise, they can pull it off, and pull it off. So I hope you had a lot of fun making this. This has been a bit of a challenge because you have to plan, put things together. I used to use these sticky notes to know exactly what I was going to put in what layer. If it doesn't go according to plan, no worries. Just make sure you have something on each of these, and it is so easy to do. I hope you had a ton of fun with this, and I know you're going to enjoy the summit. Don't forget to visit our sponsors, Prism Studio, the Creative Scrapbooker magazine, Bette's Digital Kits, and of course, Creative Fabrica. So have a lot of fun, and I will see you in the summit.